Forged during a time when gold meant stability, the Krugerrand of 1975 represents an era, a time when economies shook, when global currencies fluctuated, and when people turned to bullion as refuge. This coin emerged from the South African mint as both a promise and a symbol, a promise of intrinsic value, a symbol of national pride. On one side, you see the imposing visage of Paul Kruger, former president of the South African Republic, his stern features capturing resolve. On the opposite side, a springbok antelope mid-leap, graceful and strong, set against a plain field that lets the animal's form dominate. The Krugerrand's formulation, 22-karat gold, balanced with copper, gives it a rich, warm tone and ensures durability. Gold alone, while beautiful, is soft. Mixed with copper, it becomes resilient, able to withstand handling and time. 1 full ounce, nearly 32 grams of weight, each coin reflecting the precise craftsmanship of minting. Its design crisply struck, its edge grooved and exact, its gold content guaranteed. Collecting this coin is not simply about holding metal. It is about connection to a landscape of rugged mountains and golden sunsets, to a nation's legacy, and to the timeless allure of bullion. When you examine its bloom, the way it gleams, you are participating in centuries of human fascination with gold itself, the element that shaped empires, that funded exploration, that provided security in turbulent times. Scarcity also adds its power. While hundreds of thousands of these coins were minted over the years, finding one in excellent condition, with clear details, with minimal wear, is far from ordinary. Each scratch, each mark tells part of its journey. A coin preserved in brilliant condition or with proof-like qualities becomes something collectors whisper about, something they chase. The search for high-grade specimens pushes value upward. Moreover, its appeal crosses categories. It is cherished by bullion investors who recognize that gold maintains value when currencies falter. It is prized by numismatists who pursue design, history, rarity. It is treasured by storytellers who see in every coin a story of place and time. This coin sits at the intersection, precious metal, art, history, economics all in one round form. Years pass, and yet the Krugerrand holds its own against time. Inflation chips away at paper promises. Gold does not yield. It reflects light even when the world dims. As collectors' markets grow, as global wealth concentrates, as curiosity about our past deepens, pieces like the 1975 Krugerrand gain momentum in value. Picture this. Someone holds this coin between their fingers, aware that its survival through decades makes it rare, aware that the patience of collectors has elevated its worth, aware that its beauty is undeniable. They know its story, why it was minted, how it survived through change, how each detail from the lettering to the relief of the springbok matters. They understand that this coin is not just gold and not just South African. It is a tangible piece of heritage. In the world of rare coins, some pieces stand out not just because of their material or design, but because of the story they carry and the legacy they represent. Among such remarkable collectibles is a coin that has caught the attention of collectors, historians, and investors alike. It's the 25 Rand coin from South Africa, minted in the year 2002. At first glance, it may seem like just another commemorative coin, but those who know its true value understand why it's considered one of the most prized possessions in the world of numismatics. This coin wasn't meant to be ordinary. It wasn't designed for casual use or mass circulation. It was crafted to commemorate, to honor, and to preserve a significant moment in South Africa's journey. The year 2002 marked a decade since the end of apartheid and the beginning of a new chapter for the nation. The 25 Rand coin was part of a special series created to celebrate this progress, this transformation, and this pride. With every curve and symbol engraved onto its surface, the coin reflects not just the technical mastery of its minting, but the cultural and historical richness of the country it represents. From the first time you hold it in your hand, or even see a high-resolution image, it becomes clear that this coin is different. The quality of the strike is exceptional. It carries the kind of precision and clarity that you only find in limited edition, collector-grade issues. The design elements are deeply symbolic. Some versions feature iconic South African wildlife, landscapes, or national emblems, each chosen with care to echo the diversity and strength of the country. Every detail tells a part of South Africa's story. Every line, every texture, every shine is a result of thoughtful planning and exceptional craftsmanship, but its value goes far beyond metal and design. What truly elevates this coin is its rarity. While other denominations may have been produced in larger quantities, this particular 25 Rand edition was created in a highly limited number. That scarcity, combined with its historic significance and impeccable quality, has turned it into a rare jewel in the eyes of collectors. When coins like this enter the market, they don't stay there for long. And when they do, they fetch prices that surprise even seasoned experts. Rarity alone doesn't always guarantee value. But when rarity meets meaning, history, and visual brilliance, the result is something truly extraordinary. That's what we have here. The coin stands as a physical representation of a pivotal era, a time of rebirth for a nation. For those who own it, it's more than just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of change, a reminder of resilience, and a celebration of identity. Collectors across the globe often talk about that one coin they dream of adding to their collection. For many, this is the one. It's been featured in exhibitions, discussed in collector forums, and chased after at international auctions. Its reputation has only grown over time. As years pass and more coins from the early 2000s fade from availability, the 2225 Rand becomes even more desirable. It's not just about how rare it is now, but how much rarer it will become with each passing year. For investors, this coin represents an opportunity. Precious metal content may play a role, but what truly drives its value is its significance and uniqueness. It's the kind of piece that doesn't just sit in a safe. It appreciates, not just financially, but in cultural and emotional value. It connects the past with the present. It holds stories within it that continue to inspire and educate. And let's talk about those stories for a moment. Imagine passing down a coin like this to the next generation. You're not just giving them an artifact. You're giving them a chapter of history they can touch. Something tangible that links them to a time they may never have lived through, but can still feel connected to. Something that represents not just South Africa's journey, but the global recognition of that journey through an object as timeless as a coin. Now, with all that said, you might be wondering what kind of price a coin like this could command today. With all the factors taken into account, its limited mintage, its historical relevance, its cultural weight, and the sheer beauty of its design, the 25 Rand coin from 2002 has crossed into the realm of elite collectibles. And recently, one of these rare coins was valued at an astonishing $1.5 million. It was born in fire and hammer, forged with a purpose that perhaps only time remembers. Shadows danced across its surface, faint traces of inscriptions that once spoke in tongues no longer heard. It passed through hands too many to count. Merchant, monarch, obscurity, revered, neglected, polished by hopeful fingers seeking worth, then again left in the dust. Its edges are worn, its face softened, but the spirit within remains unbroken. Imagine the year it first saw daylight. Imagine the craftsman, bending over an anvil at dawn, the heat licking copper, silver, or gold, for we do not yet know which, as metal yielded to design. That first imprint of image or words, a ruler's face perhaps, or a symbol, something meant to command respect, meant to promise allegiance, meant to say, I belong. That imprint was more than art. It was declaration. Over centuries, the coin witnessed empires rising, empires falling, the march of armies, the quiet shuffle of common lives. It traveled along trade routes, across borders drawn and redrawn. It may have paid for bread in a dusty market, or perhaps helped someone escape tyranny, or funded buildings that still stand. stones weathered but stoic. It has been used where gold shone bright, in times of plenty, and in moments when that same gold meant survival. Its inscriptions, though now faint, are a map of time. A worn character here, a faint crest there, a nearly eroded edge that once bore a date or name. Even that decay is testimony. That slight imperfection is proof that this coin is no mere reproduction, no replica meant to fool the unobservant. It breathed history. It carried blood and sweat and hope. Think of hands that held it. A child clutching it, marveling at the cold weight. A trader studying its image, balancing trust and dishonesty. A thief prying it away under moonlight. A collector staring in awe. Each one left a mark, whether a nick, a polish, a tarnish. Each hand added to the story. Each moment added to the coin's soul. What is its true value? Not simply metal, not simply rarity, but what it represents. Connection to past, bridge to present, promise to the future. It embodies artistry, culture, belief. It echoes languages long dead. It recalls ceremonies, laws, governance, war and peace. It is witness to human ambition, human folly, human tenacity. Imagine placing it under a soft light. You see the shimmer of metals, the uneven surface, the curves and ridges worn by time's fingers. Light catches what remains of the inscriptions. You lean in closer. Maybe you see a crown, a profile, maybe symbols you don't immediately recognize. You can feel the cool weight between your fingers. You can almost hear voices from an age that no longer speaks, songs no longer sung, decrees no longer obeyed. Collectors would call it rare. Scholars would call it precious. For some, sentimental. For others, strategic. Perhaps it would grace a display case under glass. Perhaps become centerpiece in a cabinet of antiquity. It doesn't matter whether it's gold or silver or a mix. The value lies in its singular existence, in its uniqueness, and this coin is singular. There are no twins, no perfect duplicates. Many might try, many might wish, but nothing replicates the precise wear of centuries, the exact erosion of detail, the particular play of light and shadow upon its surface. It is unrepeatable, authentic. Owning it would connect you with ages you cannot otherwise touch. It's a portal, a relic, a mirror. You see in it the civilization that stamped it, the lives that spent it, the dreams invested in it. You become part of its journey. You carry forward what was once carried past. For someone who understands value beyond mere numbers, this coin offers something rare, the weight of history, of story. Not in books, but in your hand. The whisper of time, the gravity of memory, the price of wonder.